Today we're taking a look at two of the latest budget-friendly earbuds from JBL. We have the JBL Vibe Buds and the JBL Vibe Beam. Both of these retail for only $50, and in my opinion, these are probably the best budget earbuds that JBL has to offer. Now, really quick before we get started, let's take a second to talk about today's sponsor, Oclean. They specialize in oral care products, and they sent me their X Pro Elite Sonic toothbrush. By far the most advanced toothbrush I've ever used. It features a touchscreen display that allows you to choose your cleaning mode, adjust your intensity, and set your duration. It has plenty of power with a 42,000 RPM motor, and it'll give you around 35 days of use on a full charge. When you're done brushing, it even shows you which areas of your mouth you cleaned well and which areas need further attention. It comes with a wireless charging dock and a magnetic wall mount for easy storage. Be sure to check out the link down in the description, as well as a coupon code to save 35% on the Oclean X Pro Elite. So the JBL Vibe Buds and the Vibe Beam are essentially the exact same earbuds. The main difference is the Vibe Beam have a stem style design, whereas the Vibe Buds don't. So choosing between the two really comes down to style and preference. Now, personally, one thing I prefer right off the bat is the charging case of the Vibe Beam. It's a very standard case, much like any other set of earbuds. The Vibe Buds, on the other hand, have an open case design, so there's no lid to actually cover the earbuds. I'm not really a fan of this design. I just feel like it's too easy for lint and debris to get inside the case, especially when you're putting this in your pocket. Not to mention, if you drop the case, it's just that much easier for the earbuds to fall out. Both cases use Type-C for charging, and they each have an LED indicator to help you gauge their battery life. Now, when it comes to the fit, I would give a slight edge to the Vibe Buds. I think the lack of a stem helps me get them seated a little bit better in the ear. The Vibe Beam also fit me fairly well, but if I had to pick one solely based on fit alone, it would definitely be the Vibe Buds. Both earbuds are using touch-sensitive controls, which allow you to play and pause, skip tracks, as well as adjust your volume. When it comes to battery life, both are going to give you around 8 hours on a single charge, with an additional 24 hours from each case. They also have a fast charging feature that will give you roughly 2 hours of use in just 10 minutes. For those of you that are very active, whether you spend a lot of time outdoors or in the gym, both earbuds are IP54 dust and water resistant, so sweat and light splashes of water won't be an issue. There's also an IPX2 rating for each of the charging cases, so they too can withstand some light moisture. Now, these earbuds also feature an ambient mode, which is something new for JBL earbuds within this price range. And that leads me into the reason that I think these are the best budget earbuds that JBL has to offer. And that's the fact that they're compatible with the JBL app. Normally, this is only a feature that you get with JBL's more expensive earbuds. The experience is basically the same with each set. As far as the touch controls, you can choose between playback controls, volume controls, and ambient sound controls. So you will have to pick and choose which set of controls you want for each earbud. You can also switch between the two different ambient modes, which are ambient aware and talk through. Each one is supposed to sound a little bit different, but honestly, they sound about the same. Now, keep in mind that if you're using the talk through option, it will lower the volume of your music every time you activate the ambient mode. Now, the overall performance of the ambient mode is just okay. It's certainly not on the level of an AirPods Pro or anything like that, but considering the price, it does get the job done. There's also some noticeable white noise or hiss when using the ambient mode, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Now, to me, the biggest advantage of having the app compatibility is that you have custom EQ. So this gives you a lot more flexibility in terms of the sound. As usual, you have a few different presets that you can choose from, or you can customize your own. You also get access to JBL's Voice Aware feature, so this allows you to monitor and hear your own voice whenever you're on a phone call. This way, you have an idea as to how you sound to the person that you're talking to. And then there's also the option of audio mode or video mode. I definitely recommend switching over to video mode if you're going to be watching movies or streaming content using these earbuds, because in audio mode, there is some pretty noticeable lag. There's also a max volume limiter, which does two things. It prevents you from raising the volume over 85 decibels, so that's going to help protect your hearing long term. And it also helps preserve the battery life. So if you have one of these and you keep trying to raise the volume because you feel like it's too low, chances are you have this feature turned on. And then last but not least, there's the Find My Buds feature, which causes the earbuds to create a very high-pitched sound to help you find them if you've misplaced them. Now, when it comes to sound quality, both earbuds are using an 8mm driver, and overall they sound pretty much identical. They're giving you a very dynamic sound, some really impressive bass. If you're a fan of bass, I don't think you'll be disappointed either way you go. You're getting some nice clean treble, and again, the fact that you have custom EQ gives you some flexibility in terms of the sound. When it comes to the Vibe Buds, there is a chance that you could get slightly better performance simply due to the fit. Like I said, for me, I'm able to get them seated a little bit deeper in the ear, which gives me a better seal, which obviously impacts sound quality. So that could potentially be the case for you as well. Now, as far as microphone performance, I expected the Vibe Beam to pick up the voice a little bit better, simply because it has the stems. However, the Vibe Buds sound just as good, if not better. All right, so this is a microphone test using the JBL Vibe Beam. As you can see, we're outdoors, some slight traffic taking place in the background. I'm expecting these to perform a little bit better since they have the stem style design, but we'll see how they compare to the JBL Vibe Buds. And now this is a microphone test using the JBL Vibe Buds. Same outdoor environment, as you can see. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. So all things considered, I think it's hard to go wrong either way you go, especially when you consider the price. I've even seen these go on sale as low as $40, which is extremely hard to beat. So if you're interested, be sure to check out the links down in the description, and also check out the link for the Oclean Elite Pro down there as well. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.